Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, Arkansas, the poorest states in America and the same states that bury the most children to gunfire. That's not a coincidence. That's the whole answer, and the people in power don't want you looking at it. I keep hearing, Democrats are coming for your guns. Here's a fact that'll stop you cold. Every permanent gun ban in this country over the last 60 years came from a Republican president. 1967, 1989, and the most recent one is in 2018. And you know, California, the state everybody points to as gun crazy, those laws started with a Republican governor, Ronald Reagan. The one time a Democrat passed a national ban, they wrote it to expire, and it did. So the folks screaming loudest about protecting your guns, they're the ones who actually took them. But here's the thing, the gun was never the point. The Republicans won't name the real cause because it doesn't fit their story. And the Democrats have their own reflex reach for another law, another restriction, as if that alone fixes it. Neither one wants to say the real problem, poverty. Both dodge it. And I can prove it because while everybody's fighting over the gun, our kids are dying. In Arkansas, since 2020, they tell us the number one thing killing our children isn't cancer, it isn't car wrecks, it's guns. But that's because they cherry pick the data to fit an anti-gun agenda. And the national report that's supposed to guide the people writing our laws, Kids Count, the gold standard on child well-being, ranks Arkansas 48th for children's health and is largely ignored. The Republicans don't want to admit their wealthy corporation-first priorities are the problem, and Democrats like having something as simple as a gun to blame. Here's what the research actually shows. The biggest driver behind why Arkansas buries more children than almost anywhere in America isn't the gun, it's the poverty. Where poverty goes up, child gun deaths go up right beside it. Study after study puts it at 27 percentage points higher. Give people a way up and out of poverty, and gun deaths drop. Same guns, same laws. The only thing that changes is whether a family has a floor under them, a roof over them, and food in their stomachs. I'm a constitutionalist. The Second Amendment exists so the people can never be ruled by force. So I'm not here to take rights away from you. I'm here because something is killing our kids, and the people in charge would rather you never figure that out. When a bullet meets a child, it is reprehensible, unthinkable. There's nothing to argue about it. It's horror. But a gun doesn't load itself and go looking for a desperate house. Somebody builds that desperation, and that somebody is who I'm actually angry at. Those of you 40 plus like me will remember a time when a kid pulled into the school lot with a rifle hanging in the back window of their truck in plain sight, straight off the morning hunt. Everybody saw it. Nobody was up in arms because there was nothing to be up in arms about. The guns didn't change. We did. We got poorer. We got hungrier, more desperate. And then they taught us to blame each other for it. You want to talk about what's breaking the American family? This is it. Desperation, a home with no floor under it. Because a family overwhelmed by poverty doesn't break because the people in it are bad. It breaks because nobody can hold everything together while they're going under. And here's what that looks like when it turns deadly. When someone murders one of our youngest children, it's almost never a stranger. It's a family member, a father, the mother's boyfriend. Behind a door, nobody's watching. And nearly a third of these deaths are our own kids taking their own lives. Because when a family is buried in poverty and hopelessness, that despair doesn't stop with the grown-ups. It seeps into the children. Different tragedies, same root. There's no gun law that reaches that kitchen table or reaches a child who's given up. The only thing that reaches either one is fixing what makes that home so hopeless in the first place. So let me ask Sarah Hypocrisy Sanders a question directly. You call yourself pro-life, so tell me, which life? Because these children were alive. You had the power to keep more of them that way, and you chose tax cuts instead. That's the deeper evil here. Behind every gun in the worst moment of somebody's life are the people who engineered that moment. They take the money and the power that belongs to us and hand us back a fight with our neighbors, so we never look up to see who's picking our pockets. So I'm not going to argue about the gun. I'm going to fight the thing that's actually pulling the trigger. Feed the kids. Get them a doctor, a body and mind. Put a real floor under that family and a roof over their heads. That's what the research says brings the numbers down. And they've known it the whole time. It's a choice we could make tomorrow. Here's my promise. I'll tell you the truth, and I'll be transparent, always. I don't care who they are or what party they claim. If they go against the Constitution, I'll call them out, by name, in real time. That's the difference between us. They lead for the checks, I'll lead for you. This is not a failure of government. Failure is an accident. This is a choice, and they make it every single year with the numbers right in front of them. They're making it right now. They called this the Wonder State 100 years ago. They meant a place of endless abundance where no child should ever go without. Now, we're near the bottom of the country at keeping our own kids alive. That's not wonder, that's abandonment. And I wonder when we are going to become angry enough to change it. I'm Ryan Chosby, Chief Chops. I'm running for Arkansas House District 24 because I'm done waiting on the people in charge to choose our kids over their checks. They've had their turn. They made their choice. On November 3rd, we make ours. Driven by results, bound by honor.